Alright guys, it's Monday and shoot, I just went to go check to see what day it was and I forgot to check, but it's like the 15th? Anyway, I got work to do on these Broncos here and I haven't done anything in a whole week. Or almost 2 weeks. First we had some rain and then last week I just wasn't feeling good. I'm still not feeling great, but I'm feeling better. I've been having like chest pains, you know, come and go. Not feeling right, feeling kind of tired. And I've had these chest pains before, you know, for about 10 years. They just come and go. I've gone to the doctor 3 times for this in the last 10 years. Twice they send me to emergency and then they say, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not having a heart attack. You got an irregular EKG, but that's about it. Then they sent me to once they sent me to a cardiologist. Around all kinds of tests, couldn't find nothing wrong with me, and you know, like I said, they come and go. Went away. I think the first time I was like drinking too much coffee or something, so I cut that out. But yeah, so last week I just wasn't feeling good. I was trying to work out here and just, man, got that feeling. So I put all the tools away and I was kind of wondering what to do, because now, in the past, I've had health insurance. Now I don't have any health insurance. What do you do? So I called my regular doctor. They don't take cash. I mean, well, why don't they take cash? I guess they want to give the insurance company the cut, you know. Can't leave the insurance company out, right? So anyway, I went to, I thought he recommended I go to urgent care. Urgent care took me cash, no problem. Only cost me like $145. Doctor visit plus EKG. And then again, they told me the same thing. You need to go to emergency. That was Monday, I think. Last Monday, a week. So that really got me worried. And you know, when you worry like that, it don't make things better. So I decided I just shut everything off, turn my computer off, phone, and just try to relax for a few days. Cut out the coffee. I usually have about, you know, a big cup of coffee in the morning. Cut out the alcohol. Usually have a few beers every day. Cut that out. Just hopefully this goes away, right? So I survived the week. Not feeling 100%, but feeling kind of better. So today, well, I'm going to see what I can do on these trucks here. I just want to swap the battery, the bumpers, and I want to finish the roof. I've been trying to plug those holes in the roof with a little body filler, and I got as far as sanding them, and that's about it. So that shouldn't take no time at all. Let it dry, and I can come swap these bumpers out. I got to put this one on the other Bronco, and that one's got to come off and get modified. That's a project right there. So I applied for a Medi-Cal. They said that could take 45 days. So until I can see a doctor, I guess I'm just got to suck it up, right? I want to cut these lower corners off here so this bumper is higher. Now I was going to cut it all the way across, but there's no reason to cut it all the way across. So I'm going to take this section off on the corners. That'll give you a lot more clearance in off-roading, okay? This is where the bumper's always dragging. You're going over rocks and stuff. Now the center, the hitch sits low, so the hitch sits right below this bottom piece on the bumper here. So why cut all this center section off. I'm going to leave that center section, so just cut these corners off. Yeah, so somebody was asking, how did I mount that bumper on? Well, I made it work, right? A few modifications here and there. Every time I've done something, somebody else, there's always one of you guys out there telling, oh, you can't do that. That's not going to work. Naysayers, right? So I guess we'll put that on hold right now. I'll have to give John a call. Now, John's a pretty cool guy. I worked with him over at men's prison there in Chino. He was the carpenter on the project, so he kept in touch after the fact. After we do our time there, we do our term, they call it. You can only work there 9 months a year, so. But when I rolled my Bronco over in 2016, that was the day after Thanksgiving. And the next morning I had to go back and get my Bronco because I left it out there. I abandoned it out there on the mountain. I don't want vultures to get to it, right? So 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling around, nobody's around. It's a holiday. I couldn't find nobody to go with me. So I headed up there by myself, and on the way, halfway out there, who calls me? John, the carpenter. Want to know what I was doing? I go, dude, you won't believe what happened. I told him the story. He says, oh, come pick me up. I'll go with you. So it wasn't for him. I was going to go up there by myself. Get the truck running, and then what, you know? I still had to get it back to the road. So, much appreciated, yeah, John, for coming out, because otherwise, being a holiday, man, I was like, who am I going to call? Calling people, nobody's answering the phones. A lot of people are out of town. It's a strange, that worked out really weird, because he just out of the blue, he called me. Saved the day. So, hang in there, guys, that's what's going on here. So anyway, thanks for subscribing and following along. Hopefully I can finish this project here and not keel over on you. I would like to move on to another project. First I gotta make some money on these. Keep going here. If you're interested in helping out, I do have a Go Get funding account. There's a lot of things I could do to these trucks. It's just the money isn't there, so. Or if you'd like to buy one of these trucks, I can fix it any way you want. But yeah, it's gogetfunding.com. Project Root Dog. And just a minimal $5 donation. Anything will help. I've been living off my savings all this time. That's kind of dwindling down, so I got it tied up in these trucks here. They got to go. Then maybe I can buy insurance. And what's the thing with this insurance here? If you're working, you don't need to buy insurance. You know, I was looking at those insurance exchange things. I mean, the cheapest insurance starts off like over $600. I'm like, shit, that's a freaking car payment. Can I afford another car payment even if I'm working? I just don't understand why it's so expensive. It's outrageous. So if you are working, typically you have insurance, so why would you have to go to this exchange thing and pay $600? But if you're not working, you don't have money to go to the exchange anyway, so what good is this thing? You know, what good is this system here? I don't get it. We pay enough taxes. We all ought to have basic health insurance for all the taxes we spend. For all the taxes we spend supporting NATO and all kinds of foreign countries around the world. Right? It's crazy.